Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad. A few weeks ago, we lost one of the great scholars of Islam, Shaykh Rabee al-Madkhali. May Allah Ta'ala have mercy upon him. We offer condolences to his family, his students, and the entire Muslim Ummah. A few weeks ago, we lost a famous Black American actor, Malcolm Jamal Warner. We offer condolences to his family, his friends, and colleagues, because we know that offering condolences upon the death of a non-Muslim is permissible. The former Mufti of Saudi Arabia, Shaykh Abdulaziz bin Baz, he said if a non-Muslim dies, there is no harm in saying, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Indeed, we belong to Allah, and to Him we shall return. And there is no harm in expressing sympathy when a non-Muslim dies. Likewise, as Muslims, it is not permissible for us to disrespect or insult the deceased. And this is because Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam, he said, لا تسبوا الأموات فتؤذوا الأحياء. Do not insult the deceased. And by doing so, you will harm the living, meaning you will harm the living family members. Shaykh bin Baz, he says this hadith is general, and it applies to both dead Muslims and dead non-Muslims. But the primary intent behind this hadith was to non-Muslims. It is not permissible to insult them unless they were known for widespread evil. So no one is disrespecting Malcolm Jamal Warner. Rather, we offer sincere condolences to his family and loved ones. But it's not unreasonable for a Black American Muslim to feel a stronger connection to Shaykh Rabee, although he is from Saudi Arabia, than we feel to Malcolm Jamal Warner. This is not unreasonable. Why? Because we know the ties of religion are stronger than cultural ties. Allah Ta'ala, He said, إِنَّمَا الْمُؤْمِنُونَ إِخْوَةٌ, that it is only the believers who are brothers. Chapter 49, verse number 10. And the bond that's built upon faith is the only bond that shall remain on the day of judgment. Allah Ta'ala, He said, فَإِذَا نُفِخَ فِي الصُّورِ فَلَا أَنْسَابَ بَيْنَهُمْ يَوْمَئِذٍ وَلَا يَتَسَاءَلُونَ. And when the trumpet is blown in, there shall remain no ties of kinship that day, and they will not ask about one another. Chapter 23, verse 101. So it is not unreasonable for a Black American Muslim to have a stronger connection to Shaykh Rabee, because we are from the same faith, the same religion. And also you must understand that Shaykh Rabee had been teaching Islam for over 60 years. So many Black American Muslims had a personal relationship with him. He invited us inside his home. We had private sittings with him. He gave us advice to take back to our families and our communities. He gave us books. We had a personal relationship with him. So it is natural that the one you know on a personal level, you'll have a stronger bond with them than someone you only saw on the television. Most of us never met Malcolm Jamal Warner, and that's not any fault from him. It's just a reality. Even those people that never met Shaykh Rabee, they benefited from his lessons, from his books. They read his history and see how he went to India and gave da'wah. They see how he traveled to Africa and gave da'wah. They see how he went to Afghanistan and fought against the Soviet Union with the Mujahideen twice. How can you not love a person that's supporting Islam like that? We see how he wrote a personal letter to the Pope when the Pope insulted Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So it's not unreasonable that we view the benefit that we receive from Shaykh Rabee to be greater than the entertainment we got from watching the Cosby Show. As for the non-Muslim, when they die and we don't know if they embrace Islam or not, Shaykh Salih Fawzan, he said we leave their affair to Allah, because maybe they embraced Islam before they passed away. And we know that Malcolm Jamal Warner, he has some type of connection to the Muslims, as there was a woman he was previously involved with named Michelle Thomas. she played Myra on Family Matters. And as she was dying from stomach cancer, she informed her family that she wanted to have a Muslim burial. So may Allah have mercy upon Michelle Thomas. Also, it's important to note that we deal with that which is apparent. If it's apparent that the person did not die as a Muslim, then it is not permissible for us to supplicate for them after they have passed away. It's not permissible to ask Allah to have mercy upon them or any supplication after they have passed away. Also, it's important to note that the narrative that Black Americans are told to abandon their culture when they enter into Islam, this narrative is false. We need a tangible example of the scholars or students of knowledge telling Black Americans to abandon their culture. But the issue is, do you know the difference between Sunnah and culture? If what you mean by culture is hip hop and rap music, then all music is impermissible. As Shaykh Salih Fawzan, he said the Arab, so-called Islamic nasheeds, are haram. So the scholars tell the Arabs that their music is not permissible. So if what you mean by culture is hip hop, then that's something different. Because once we enter into Islam, that's no longer our culture. That's no longer permissible. But as for the style of dress that the Black American Muslims have, we have a distinct style of dressing. We retain our distinct diet and food that we love. No scholar has told us to change the type of food that we eat and the way that we dress. So that narrative, it needs a tangible example. Otherwise, it's only a narrative. So if a Black American Muslim were to say that Shaykh Rabee has had a greater impact upon his life, his family, and his community than the Cosby Show, this would not be an incorrect statement. This will be a true statement for many of us. Because as Imam Ahmed, he said, the people are more in need of knowledge than they need food and drink. Because a man may only need food and drink once or twice a day, while he needs knowledge as many times as he breathes. So this is as it relates to food and drink. What about entertainment? We surely need knowledge more than we need entertainment. So again, we offer our sincere condolences to the family and friends of Malcolm Jamal Warner. And we say, may Allah Ta'ala have mercy upon Shaykh Rabee. And we offer condolences on behalf of the Ummah for this great loss of a great scholar. Alhamdulillah wa salatu wa salam ala nabiyyina Muhammad.